diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away first. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Using his legs, it's Henderson. Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
Got room to work.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Knight. Pulls it in, it's Burgess. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hand. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do out once he has it.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab, past the marker. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Tigers have this offense rolling. Give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. You know, when you get off to a tough start in conference play like these guys have, sometimes the temptation is just to try to get through it, play out the string. How can they turn it around? Breaks into the open. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushes, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Pucks it out of the air, and they're able to get him down. The Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. Back to throw, it's Bryant. Fires to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye weeks sometimes can take away your rhythm. And that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
Punt is on its way. Secures it at the 30. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Burgess. On the move at the 30. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Makes the grab on the left.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
And the Yellow Jackets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. At the 45 on its way. Into the secondary on the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. There we go! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him. He can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
The Tigers will hustle to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Just keeps moving. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Looking to throw, it's Bryant. Here's a heat. Got him downfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Going to the ground. Finds a little space. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds a hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at it.
Off the play fake. And the rush will get to him at the 25. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Got his man on the right. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. The snap sets up the throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Quick strike through the air for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Back to throw, it's Bryant. Going for it all. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Might be changing the route. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Throws for the tight end. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really...
He's got it on the sideline. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got the tight end. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Wants to throw. It's Knight. Oh, he makes the catch. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. And the Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. On the move to his left. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking it back at the 10.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
To the air on 2nd down. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game.
He's got it down the right side. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Motion from the wideout. To throw, it's Knight. Grabbed over the middle, it's Davidson. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. To the end zone and is picked off. Picked up a few extra extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Dances away. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, they would understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right in the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. With that run, he breaks through the 3,000-yard mark for his career.
Man, that says a lot about you. When you rush for 3,000 yards in this world where it's pass-happy, that you got a guy that, no, I'm going to give him touches because he's productive. Palmer, it's led to 3,000 yards now.
And that's a lot when you consider some of the injury issues they've had up front throughout his career. It doesn't matter. This guy still finds ways to make positive things happen. 3,000 yards, that's a lot for a running back.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Looking to throw, it's Bryant. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Oh, sweet feet. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop. Deny them on 2nd and goal. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Quarterback keeps it, and he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Knight. And He gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Time to take a shot. Reels it in down the left side. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Penn. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. From the gun, the ground game. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Creates a little room. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Tigers are in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Knight. Quarterback floating away from pressure. First down and more. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Unloads to the wideout. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Bryant. quickly to the tight end. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
They'll try the run. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Makes the catch. It's Church. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Going to take a shot at this DB. And he throws another interception. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Bryant. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They're going to run it. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Gain of 1. 2nd down coming up.
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Starts with a 2nd down play. They give it to him again. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Give him 114 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. And the Yellow Jackets are marching down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. The screen, and watch out. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. When you used to be able to make that play years ago, you're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
Off the RPO, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Bryant. Working that left side now. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. The play action fake. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! He got a step and just dusted the field. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
So here comes the Auburn offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here he goes breaking the pocket. This time he's got it. Turning it on. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Auburn lines up quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. To the air, it's Knight. Wide open, makes the catch. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Tight end finds a soft spot. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Just a quick rhythm throw there. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. The coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Got enough for the 1st. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll ride Davis here. Finds a crease at the 20. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.